Most people should have an eye exam every 2 years. Some people, especially diabetics or some other retinal diseases, have to be seen every year. There are certain drugs that have side effects that affect the eye, and they'll be seen maybe every year. And then generally, and many people when they're over 55, we want to check them for glaucoma. So they also will be seen yearly. Most of the time, yeah. They're depending on some kids have what's called rapidly advancing myopia, and they'll be seen soon more often. But generally it's every 2. Yeah, the lens that's in your eye, right behind the iris, is the lens that you use to focus in and out. That's why your focusing ability gets worse as we get a little older. That's why most people over 40 need either reading glasses or bifocals. But that lens over time, all that UV starts to do some damage to that lens, and the lens gets a little bit less clear as it suffers more damage. And so you want to try to avoid that damage, because later on that turns into cataracts. I don't know if I've seen more, but there's 2 things. One is just eye strain, because you're constantly focusing up close. You're not relaxing and looking away. You're just constantly staring like this, and you know, just over time, that's not something we were designed to. That wasn't what God's idea was, that you're going to stare for 6 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours at a screen. So you should try to break it up. We talk about a 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at least 20 feet away for like 20 seconds. So to break it up, and so you're not staring for hour after hour, because that can lead to the eye strain and that sort of issue, headaches. The other thing is that it can affect, if you're doing it late at night, it affects the melatonin and your sleep cycle, and it makes it harder to get a good night's sleep. So you want to avoid, if possible, screen time the last couple hours before bedtime. Well, certainly blur, sometimes a little bit of doubleness. We talked about the eye strain. Trouble focusing, again, is something that happens to almost everybody eventually. Well, there's 2 things. One is sometimes there's bigger issues, and one of the things we do in the eye exam is look at the back of the eye. We look at the nerve, the blood vessels, the retina, and so sometimes those headaches have to do with health issues that we can pick up when we're doing the eye exam. Then sometimes, particularly with astigmatism, that is enough to give you headaches. It's enough discomfort to give you headaches. But a lot of times headaches are just headaches.
Okay, perfect. And one last question. Anything that you want to tell folks about protecting your vision, or what is your number 1 rule, or what should some people be when they see this take away from their overall vision?
I would say that we can pick up problems, even though you don't necessarily think you have a problem. With the eye exams, we check the back of the eyes, we check the pressure in the eyes. That's part of checking for glaucoma. We can sometimes pick up systemic diseases, and sometimes people come in, I see great, and then you have them read the chart and they get like 2200. It's like, you don't see so great. So that's the sort of thing that it's important that we try to catch stuff like that early.